Mermaids Are Sea Sluts by Sage Francis. Mermaids are sea sluts. I am nothing but the shell of the man I once was. So you can put me to your ear and actually hear yesterday's ocean. I was in shape then. A much better built body of water with infinite waves and fathomless depths, where you could have gone deep sea fishing for compliments and caught plentiful schools of reassuring comments. Now all you get is the boot. You fell for the bait and got hooked on what you thought I was. Now we're both struggling to win this tug of the war of the worlds where we breathe the same air. It's just done differently. And I'm trying to figure out ways to have comfortably survive outside your element. Compromising intelligence, I dabbled in watered-down thoughts that filtered in from the mainstream. I'm offering mind-altering ideas that make the most quiet-natured brain scream from exposure to the type of things that won't necessarily make you happier. They'll just give you a greater range of emotions. And I can feel myself getting lured into deeper oceans of fantasy land, where people think they're as safe as cartoons simply because they speak in bubbles. A sanitized safe haven where you could face Satan and have his faith straightened. His new goal would be to dethrone Poseidon and have Neptune's place taken. They'd swashbuckle with their pitchforks while Lucifer shit talks and rips forts of coral reef for relief. They'd be like, bitch, walk from this oversized aquarium that Daddy kept cleanly to unhealthy degrees, writing suicide notes with invisible ink on transparencies and posting them to the glass boundaries that surround the seas of change. Strangely enough, while bringing back the real, I could sense intense resistance. So I had no other choice but to cut the line. I'm not saying you're overly naive. I just think you should get in the habit of seeing when strings are attached. Fortunate for you, I'm compassionate enough to throw back what I catch if it's underdeveloped and need times to grow. Though I'm remorseful of the pain I've caused you. And I want to kiss your lips better. I sympathize with the sorrows by stroking the scar of my own traumatic experience with my excommunicated tongue. Say I know exactly what you mean when you say it hurts too much to talk. I've been there. I don't plan on returning, 'cause no matter how much distance I kept or how long I waited for my wounds to heal, they'd reopen with the slightest flashback. So I sued time for malpractice. That bastard's a hack with a rusty scalpel and barbed wire stitched thread. Instead of seeing things clearly, they're pitched red. And there's this glitch in my head that's got me thinking contradictions. It said, there are more fish in the sea, whether you hear me not or you listen to me. Whether you listen to me or hear me not, there are more microorganisms in my teardrop. But fear not. I'd never sink as low as to make my ears pop. And I imagine now you only want to swim with members of your own league, and you don't need me meddling sending sonar signals. High-pitched notes are symbols. My voice has grown far, but ripples are only caused when you cast stones. But you shouldn't throw rocks if you live in fragile fairy tales.